right. Well, speaking of cash, let's move into a company that has a lot of it and makes a lot of it, Microsoft. Um, what I want to talk about here is something very interesting that's happened in the last couple of weeks, some news about a new version of Windows. Not just an update to Windows 10. This is what we've seen over the past few years, right? That there's at least two big updates of every year on Windows 10. But this looks like a brand new version of Windows. And there are signs that suggest we're going to actually have something called Windows 11. We didn't expect this. Microsoft has made past comments that suggest Windows 10 was going to be the last version of Windows, and it would just be updates from there. So this is really interesting to see. We don't really have much info yet on how it's going to be marketed, how it's going to be sold. If I had to take a wild guess, I think they're going to do what they did with Windows 10, which is it's going to be a free update to users, and then maybe licensing fees for PC and enterprise. If you buy a new computer, that'll be built into the cost, that sort of thing. But one very interesting possibility that I wonder if we're going to get here is if we'll finally see Windows as a subscription for consumers, or at least some features of Windows maybe roll into Office 365, which is their Office subscription suite, both for business and consumers. That'd be really interesting. That's what they have been going that way in a lot of their services. Office available as a subscription, Xbox available as a subscription, both for the online version, Xbox Live Gold, and Xbox Game Pass, which gives you access to games. Will we see that with Windows? I don't know, but it will be interesting if they make that last leap to full into the subscription services from Microsoft. We've got some screenshots that are out there on the web. You can take a look at it. It looks more modern, more sleek from what we've seen, but nothing official yet. There is a Windows event coming up on June 24th. I hope all of our questions will be answered then, but we shall see. But interesting news here.
Yeah, that's really cool, Toby, to go back to their 11th version of their original business that started the company. That's pretty exciting. So as I look at Microsoft, it's one of the $1 trillion darlings, and when we did the deep dive, I was really surprised that Microsoft's addressable market is in the trillions of dollars. Just even as big as Microsoft is, their market that they're addressing is significantly bigger. So what are Mr. Softy's biggest growth engines that investors should be watching?
Well, I think the big one you have to look at is cloud computing and Azure specifically, right? So if you look at the last quarter, server and cloud products were up 26% year over year. Azure, 50%, which is kind of astonishing. So that's really what's driving them right now, the cloud. And that's why I think you could maybe see some of this trying to move Windows to the subscription and make it part of the cloud, build that into the cloud offerings somehow, with maybe some premium options in the OS. But overall revenue for Microsoft was up 19% last quarter. And again, a $2 trillion company giving us 90% year-over-year revenue growth it's hard to find any issue with that, right? I mean, every part of their business seems just to be doing well right now. So this is a fantastic company, and as big as it is, I think there's still some opportunity here.
That's just mind blowing. That's awesome, Toby. Thanks for the update.